Hey everybody. So now that we learned about some of the different notes that we're playing around with, and we also learned what a time signature was, we're going to learn how to play a beat within that time signature. Okay? So before we did our beat, right, it was 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, all we're really going to do to that beat is we're going to put eighth notes underneath it. So remember how we count eighth notes, right? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now we could count up to 4, but for today we're going to keep it nice and simple. We're just going to count to 2. The end of 2. You're going to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So the beat is going to be like this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay? So remember we had the bass and the hi-hat on 1. We had the hi-hat and snare on 2. But now because we have eighth notes going the whole time, it's gonna the eighth notes aren't gonna stop. They're gonna go 1 and 2 and 1 and, right? So do we hear how like the eighth notes are basically filling in those gaps in between? So I'm gonna go really, really slow with the beat, and it'll be kind of like Simon said. So I'm gonna call out just the 2 limbs to play at the same time. So it'll be or the limbs that when you play just in that moment. So it will go bass and hi-hat together. Then it'll go hi-hat by itself. Then it'll go hi-hat and snare. Then it'll go hi-hat by itself. And then you repeat. So bass and hi-hat by itself, hi-hat and snare, hi-hat by itself, bass and hi-hat by itself, hi-hat and snare, hi-hat by itself, right? So you go really slow, you go. And what you want to do is you want to keep that beat at that really slow tempo. I know it doesn't sound like it. But eventually, as you build up the muscle memory of playing it at that slow pace, the slow tempo, you're going to be able to go faster and faster with it. Okay? And also, if you're not being able to get it right away, there's a few different things you can do. One, you want to start building up some different muscle groups together. So you can be practicing doing eighth notes on your hi-hat with a kick drum on 1. So you can go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and just get used to playing that hi-hat, right? Because before all we were doing was just the quarters, right? We were going 1, 1, 2. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then you can switch off. Then you can just do just the hi-hat and snare. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay? And then once you feel comfortable with with just your hi-hat and kick together, right? And then you feel really comfortable with your hi-hat and snare, try going really slow. You're not going to be able to get it going really fast. Try going really slow and go 1 and, right? And do that kind of limb for limb thing, okay? Basically where the limbs go really, really slow together. So together by itself, together by itself. Okay? And eventually you're going to put it all together and you want to be going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and there'll be a diagram at the end of this video, but where I wrote it out. But essentially what it is there's eighth notes going 1 and 2 and, right? And the kick drum is on 1 and the snare is on 2. And if we wanted to take this over a full group to like a full group of 4, as opposed to just stopping at 2, we would go all the way to 4. So we'd go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's the same beat, but 3 and 4 are just basically repeating what 1 and 2 did. So the kick is on 3 and the snare is on 4. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So once again, when you're practicing it by yourself, just starting out, just count to 2 and then repeat. You don't have to go that far. But once you feel comfortable with that, start trying to use your brain now to think about going all the way to 4, the end of 4. So you're gonna go, start out, we'll go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, right? Once you get it down, you want to start counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Because this beats in 4/4, which once again we'll get more into that theory mumbo jumbo another time. All right, but that is how you play something called a basic 4/4 beat that's used in a bunch of R&B, rock, hip hop, a bajillion and a half genres. All right, so next week we'll learn some more different kinds of beats. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.